mind on the Edamon. I'm gonna do two versions, so we have two left and right hemispheres.
Okay.
So the left hemisphere is this mind, that which feels, wills, and thinks. The intellect.
What you say?
Memory, remembrance, state of being remembered.
Ooh.
Thought, purpose, conscious mind, intellect, intention.
Ooh, look at the meaning of man.
The thinking process. Mental disposition. All right.
Is that beautiful or not? And remember what I read in the 11th verse. It said, once created in the mind and the dream of Allah. Once that's done, it can't be undone. And I'm so forever grateful to be given such a wonderful gift and divine and to be able to be created in divinity and be part of divinity and be part of Allah. I'm forever grateful, man.
That's what this understanding for.
I'm so forever grateful.
That's why you will live a virtuous life once you have this understanding of the wisdom of the divine.
And you notice it's something I'm learning
The
about.
divine mind.
And you know what it's on? And that's why it's good to do good and practice doing good. Because once you practice that and get a taste of goodness, you don't want to go back to the bad. Because you enjoying the goodness thereof. Your headaches, your stomachache, your constipation, your all your troubles being left behind.
Can be resolved by the mind.
Yeah.
This is what most don't know because they
all that
underbelieve.
can be dissolved by the mind. And this mind what keeps you from having all these problems.
I know because I am.
Right on.
And this is why I'm bringing forth. Ain't nobody bringing this type of knowledge forth. Go to your churches, go to your pastors, go to your elders, go to your preachers, go to your elders.
Don't waste your time.
And let's see who's sharper in mind.
Right on.
Who really understand wisdom of the divinity.
Right on.
This is where we all should. This is our end goal, as you said about the different systems of consciousness. And ultra conscious is the highest of all consciousness. And people ain't even saying that word yet. You barely hear super conscious.
That's right.
So now, when we're talking about ultra conscious, that's divine mind.
That's what that is.
And you able to now
Yeah.
be uncreated.
Right on.
This is when the Sufis say, these are the ones that never can die.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a divine mind.
Yeah.
So now check this out with the definition of mind. The second definition, that was the left hemisphere. Here come the right hemisphere.
All right, go ahead.
The mind is the term used to define the 5 functional states of consciousness. Did we catch that?
Yes.
The mind defines the consciousness, the interconsciousness, the subconscious, the superconscious, and the ultra conscious.
Yes, indeed.
Is all in control by the mind.
Yeah.
The mind control it all.
Oh, ain't that beautiful?
And it says, the mind is the higher order divine being, distinct from the physical and the biological processes of its body. Don't you have a body? This is of your body. You not even physical or biological. That's your body. Your mind is a totally distinct from physical and biological processes. Now check this out. The mind, the word mind, originates from the ancient Gaelic word M-U-I-D. Now look at the very word that's under Sufa narrative 3.
Yeah, movie.
That's how we, as more Sufians, say mind. That word mind comes from this word M-U-I-D. Means to educate, instruct, and teach. As mind labels certain systems, properties, and functional states of consciousness, the term mind is equivalent to the term awareness. See, so this narrative, what narrative you associate with is your awareness. So this is why before the creator, as we read the Sufa 4, which is the creator, we go into the highest level, which now we at Sufa 3, which the mind is what births the creator.
Yeah.
This is why it's saying once in the created in the mind
Right on.
of Allah. And so there's 3 forms of mind, being the lower mind, the lower self, the higher mind, the higher self, and the divine mind, the divine self.
Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful?
So this is why it's so important for us to understand once, not twice.
Yeah.
So once we exist, as we come into existence, we cannot never exist.
That's right.
Now you gonna exist somewhere.
That's right.
You gotta decide
Born,
your
that's
destiny
right.
of fate.
There you go. There you go.
From divinity, because you gonna exist somewhere, because you done came into existence.
You done came into existence. Now, here's the catch-22. Somebody lied and said, when you're dead, you're done. And somebody believed that and swallowed it. Hook, line, and sink. It's over.
And they did that with their mind.
It messed a lot of people up with their mind.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
These people are dangerous and maniacs.
They sure enough is. Man.
As we finna see, as we keep going.
And now, after reading this here and hearing all this, we should be able to see who's the enemy of Allah. Let's read on.
Who's the enemy of them?
13. Our relation to Allah in all His creation is the ultimate narrative. This is our goal from day one, from kindergarten all the way up until collision. This is what this group should be. But somehow, some way, somebody tricked you from kindergarten all the way to collegiate and got you in a pursuit of a career with all them different titles and names to it. And by the way, if you pursue this knowledge, I'm going to have a bachelor degree and a master degree waiting on you, baby.
Yeah.
Ain't that sweet? It sounds good, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is in pursuit of that right now as I speak, because now everybody done send their child to school, wasting your time. Everybody just wasting their time when it come down to this truth.
There you go.
I don't mean no harm, but I hate to be so blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me for being blunt.
Mm-hmm. That's where we had. Without this understanding of knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Because without this knowledge of self, they're going to be able to trick each self who don't have this knowledge of self.
That's what's taking place now. We're being devastated and tricked out of our mind
Mm-hmm.
right now. They voting come up, and now everybody depending on these old Republicans and Democratic Party right now to fix your problem.
Mm-hmm.
Can they do it?
Mm-hmm.
By reading what we just read? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read on?
Mm-hmm. And I want to add this to what
go ahead.
add this value to what you're saying.
Go ahead.
That it says ultimate narrator. Right?
Yeah.
So now when we hit the word ultimate, you don't hear that word much.
No.
Let's bring that on the screen. Ultimate. Ultimate says to be final.
Final?
Come to an end.
Huh?
The last, final, farthest, most distant, extreme.
Mm.
It should say more close, as if they knew exactly what they were saying. Extreme, beyond. So as it say, all come from Allah, all return to Allah. Allah is the ultimate narrator.
Yeah.
Okay, so now when we talk about the ultra conscious, because that's not said in a while, so let's bring some light to ultra conscious. Ultra conscious is derived from the word conscious and ultra, meaning extreme, far beyond the norm.
Look at that.
Hence, ultra conscious literally means the most extreme, the furthest beyond knowledge, science, and skill. Reflection or reflecting the function and purpose of the ultra conscious as the highest and ultimate point. Like the 12 at noon, the ultimate point of consciousness. And the ultra conscious, also known as the divine self. This is where the Creator wants us to end. Our final understanding of self should be at divinity.
That's right. That's the true success. That's the true characteristic. Yes, indeed. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. 14. Some say that we are cursed. And we are fallen, and that we must atone.
There go the original sin.
They said that the Negro or the colored man being cursed because somebody, and there had to be one hell of a curse because nobody else on the planet looked like us. So that got to be one big hell of a curse. We see, this is how lies get out.
Don't in Christianity you have to atone?
Where? Yeah.
Don't in Christianity they say you fallen?
Yeah.
Don't in Christianity they say you cursed?
Yeah.
Facts in the pudding right there.
And we must atone.
That's what these false scriptures are. These false scriptures are not for inspiration. say all scriptures for inspiration, not the false ones. Because look what that damage have done to our brains, our spirits, and our hearts.
Yeah.
We feel that we need a savior that save us from sin. This is what 14 is saying.
Yeah.
You need a savior that's going to save you from sin. This is false according to all law. Allah is responsible over all, not over a.
And it says our ultimate narrative is to know Allah. So that's the goal, not to know somebody else. In this life, they teach you to know somebody else other than Allah. Verse 15. Yet such narratives.
We at 15 or 13? Man, I got.
I'm at. Yeah. Cause remember,
Okay,
I'm
I'm behind.
about the curse.
Okay,
and the
I'm
fallen.
behind. All right.
Yeah, muscle tone. Yeah, that's our last one I read.
Okay,
15.
We're at 15.
Yet such narratives are an insult of our divine creator, as if to claim that the creator of the universe will willingly make an error. Willingly make an error. That just like they lied and told us the beginning of wisdom is to fear God. Now, how could that be? To learn is to fear. Don't get learning mixed up with fear. That ain't learning nothing.
Right.
That ain't no wisdom beginning.
Right.
Your wisdom begin with fear? Oh, come on, man.
Right.
I can do better than that.
Right. That's why we want to understand our relation to Allah. Because Allah, well, let's go to the relation definition. The definition of relation means connection.
Yeah. Just like, yeah.
So our relation is our connection to
Allah.
Yes.
And let us look at man and woman a moment. Why you think they get together is to what? Connect.
To connect.
You want this connection, but you don't want the pure connection with the divine creator, but you love this other connection. The male and female part. I want to point that out. I'm going to read a little more, okay? Verse 16. Other stories speak of only a few having authority from such deity, and all others no more than animals.
There you go. Lamb, calling a man a lamb. Calling another man a goat. These are animals.
Sure enough is.
That's mockery. We are divine. You up here calling a man a lamb?
A lamb
or a goat?
Yeah, that's what they did.
Or a ram? Or a sheep?
Or a sheep. You see that, man? We can see these people now. They're alive with the scriptures left and right.
Left and right. That's why Sufis say don't expect one to act like a sheep-like behavior.
Yeah.
Because these people call, we know it, we done bear witness.
17, thirst. Some, such as the Umayyad, seek to rule not just tyrants, but as gods of madness. Look at that.
There we go.
And that's where we at. We at We had a state of condition of God of madness.
Yeah.
And when you look at the society, the whole world somewhere fighting right now. All the gods fighting amongst each other.
These the
The
Persian
United
Jews.
States, Israel, Palestine, Russia, all of them.
These the Persian Jews.
All of them is battling.
Aryan Persian Jews. This is
All
what these are.
foolish fools with the intention of killing up everybody. Gods of madness. Ain't no standing behind nobody. It's madness upon madness. And then want us to stand behind murderers and have the audacity to come on national TV and say stuff like that to you. Let me read another
That's the
verse.
few having authority.
Let me read another verse.
So do they have authority?
He get on there and say all they want. He ain't gonna make me jump and go hurt nobody.
See, that's the point.
I ain't.
See, he don't have authority. It's assumed
Yeah.
and to challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not the creator of
That's
creation.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Any authority. This is the authority. Allah is the ultimate authority.
That's right. He ain't told nobody what to do all that. That's their doing. Their will. Remember what it was talking about, the will and doing all this and that?
Yeah.
18. Nothing could be more insulting to Allah than to speak as if we are born of higher classes and lesser classes instead of one family.
That's all Allah want. All us. Allah want all us to be all family.
Yeah.
And we shun out these evil authorities that have pushed these doctrines
Yeah.
of falsehoods.
Yeah.
That's who we want to get rid of, not the actual people.
Yeah.
The authorities
The authority.
that have pushed anarchy and have pushed insulting acts amongst our pure creator, our
peoples,
pure.
Yeah. And this your wicked government doing all these things because they the one got you in these different classes.
Right.
And then they got the rich and the poor.
They
Them
own
classes.
everything.
See, all this here.
Yes.
They aim, when they build or start to build, they'll have people in the north on one side of town and people on the south on one side of town. You got to pay attention to all that. Instead of one family, they made many. 19, verily, we are one. We are of one father, one mother. All.
This is what
Y'all.
This is what we have to have. All one.
Well, then
Nothing
how can
separate.
the dictator proclaim to be one and ain't nobody bad but the white supremacy? Well, where white supremacy come in at?
By tricking the parents. This is where it all begins. When the parents don't know, this is where this statement opens up and brings us to the pinnacle of everyone's final understanding. No one came here by themselves. Everyone came here by way of a thought of their creator. So a parent is not a parent. A parent is part of Allah. Until every parent points themselves as not the parent, but the creator is the parent. This is what they've done to all parents. They made y'all feel like y'all the parents so they can now have rulership over the parents, and now boom, you got rulership over the children easily. Because the children gonna come under the parents, and once the rulers got control over the parents, telling them what to do and what to think, boom, the children gonna fall right into sync.
Right in the trap.
So now, if you don't have your mother and your father telling you that they come from the Creator, that they come from Allah, this is how we fix everything that needs to be fixed. We don't have to play the big shot. Everybody come from the one father, the one mother, which is Allah. And this is what a lot of congregation of the whole entire planet, since Christianocracy, it's hard to see this concept of that we're all one. It done caused so much division. Denomination after denomination. And now when Muhammad was around, you didn't have a Shiite, a Sunni. You didn't have none of them things.
Look at that.
So those are sectarians of the false scripture to keep the people conquered and divided, arguing amongst each other.
That makes so much sense.
When the law is all language.
Yep, that makes sense. And then you got in Christianity, you got all them denominations going at each other's throat. Everybody have Jesus, but everybody going at each other's throat. This one ain't right. This denomination is a crook.
Right.
The Church of Christ the only one right.
Right.
Because they wear the name Church of Christ.
Right.
And this what separates them.
Right. We should be through and over with it.
20. O you who believe. Listen then to the truth of your heart. Let it be your guide as to the narrative. Your heart.
This is
Tender-hearted. I read somewhere that Abraham was tender-hearted. Not hard-hearted or stout-hearted. So listen then to the truth of your heart. Your heart beat truth. The rhythm of it. 21. Let not those who wish to control by fear, spreading their false narrative. And if you notice it's about the army, they always put fear, they always use control, and they spread lies. They said Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction.
See where they use false narratives?
When they got through to draw all the bombing over Baghdad, they found out that they had lied. They got rid of Saddam Hussein, and the trouble still is they got rid of Bin Laden, and they got rid of all the bad boys, and look at all the trouble still going on in the land, so they must have wasn't the bad guy. If we done got rid of the bad guy, why we still fighting? I'm just pointing the thing.
Authority.
I'm just
Everything is easy. Once
authority and control. Is that word control down there?
Once you understand this, everything easy. There ain't no more questions. The questions is your own misunderstanding. This is clear and rereadable. To know that the Creator has a divine mind. And anything divine ain't nothing fear-based gonna come from it. Hate ain't nothing but love and purity. So anyone speaking such narratives are themselves what they saying. So as we begin now, this is what the great noble Drew Ali our Wali said. He asked and said, where's the closest place to meet Allah?
Oh, look at that there.
So this letting us know if we want to meet the mind, the heart,
Yeah.
we must listen to the truth of the heart.
The heartbeat.
And that's the Khalil. The Khalil is the heart. This is very key, and I'm going to bring us into the circle 7 as we get ready to close. We got 5 more minutes. So it says, number 7, after chapter 8, Allah's meeting place with man is in the heart.
Look at that.
And in a still small voice, he speaks, and he who hears is still. Why did Muhammad tell us to listen to the truth of your heart? Why did Noble Drew Ali tell us the meeting place with Allah is in our heart? Why did Esau tell us to love thy neighbor as thyself? Love, love, love. Heart is associated with love. Someone who loves would never do anything non-loving.
Right on, beautiful. Beautiful.
So as we understand why the heart is critical in Islam, in Islam, because this is the expression of Islam. It says, and all the people said, teach us. We want to know. Teach us to know the Holy One who speaks within the heart. Allah of the still small voice. Still means silent. The silent small voice. And Jesus said, the holy breath cannot be seen with mortal eyes, nor can men see the spirits of the Holy One. In the heart. It's a whole reality, hidden dimension in your heart. That if we ain't still, you can't receive it. It says, but in their image, man was made. And he who looks into the face of man looks at the image of Allah who speaks within. Is that not connection?
It's connected.
When a man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. You must bear in mind, there go the mind again, there go the heart, that when you harm in thought or word or deed, yourself or another man or woman, you do a wrong to Allah. And we close.
That's why I don't go around picking on nobody, bothering nobody. I ain't never started no trouble with nobody.
Oh, it's kind of hard. So divine understanding. Yeah. That'll close our meeting.
Beautiful.
But stay open in love. In the name of Allah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Stop sharing. So peace, love, and
Beautiful
wisdom.
narrative today.